people who are for the president's position, people who are against it, and the police have separated them neatly into two camps. The problems could happen if, in fact, anybody decides to cross the street, but so far that has not happened. And let me just clarify one thing about the man with the gun here, because I talked to the police about this, because a lot of people will be struck by that. It is true that in New Hampshire, as long as you are not carrying a concealed weapon and you are on private property, and he is on a church, in a church front yard, and the church has given him permission to be there, he can have that gun. The police have this man under constant surveillance, and he is nowhere near the entrance to the high school where the president is going to speak. People going into the high school are going down a long line. There are metal detectors, there are dogs, there's a helicopter overhead, there is extensive security here, and I have been given assurance by the police, as you would imagine, that this man with a gun is not going to get anywhere near the president when he arrives here in about an hour's time. They are aware of this man, and they have taken every precaution. He is under very strict surveillance. Nancy?
Ron Allen in Portsmouth. Thank you, Ron.
Around to these groups that tells them how to behave at these meetings. They're told to yell out. They're told to interrupt. They're told to stop the tenor of the meeting, to get the person holding the meeting off their game. It's clearly a disruptive tactic. Would you agree with that?
I haven't seen the memo, so I wouldn't.
It's put out by Right Principles. It's a group that has been circulating its memo throughout these groups. Well, and they are all using the same tactic.
One day God's going to stand before you, and he's going to judge you and the rest of your damn cronies up on the hill. And then you'll get your just desserts. I'm leaving.
Okay. We've just had a demonstration of democracy. Okay.
I don't agree with that.
Stephen,
no,
you're a fair.
I don't agree with it. I think it's outrageous.
You're a fair guy.
I think,
doesn't it bother you?
Sorry, go ahead. Governor.
I said, you're a fair guy. Doesn't it bother you that there at K Street lobbyists are spawning a lot of these protesters? That doesn't bother you?
I have to say, this is one of the most outrageous charges, Governor. As you know, if this is about the health care bill, a lot of it is. All the industry groups are in favor of what Barack Obama wants to do. I mean, Pharma and the American Medical Association, they're running ads in favor of the Obama. This is actually one of the reasons there's so much rage. It's K Street and it's the insiders in Washington against America here. And America is standing up and saying we don't want these lobbyists running Washington.
It's K Street lobbyists that are renting these buses that take these people to go and disrupt. Oh, I saw a guy admit it, a guy by the name of Phillips. He admitted he was proud of it. Well, and he's on K Street.
Then why are
Stephen,
all the lobbyists,
the tape.
Governor? Then why are all the lobbyists spending all this money running ads in states like yours? Endorsing the Obama health plan.
Well, there's the guy from Columbia Healthcare that spends $20 million in this campaign, $5 million of his own money. I mean, he's the guy that got hit for fraud a couple years ago. He's spent $1.7 billion in a fraud case. He's a guy spending $5 of his own money after taxes. He's not getting a write-off for this. I don't think it's not a 501c3. And he's raising another $15 million from the industry. So clearly the industry is not unified in its support for Barack Obama, Stephen.
But Chris, it's also true that
some of the town hall forums on healthcare are getting pretty rowdy. One confrontation outside a St. Louis gathering got especially heated, and activist Kenneth Gladney says that he was physically assaulted and racially insulted. Six people were arrested, 2 on suspicion of assault. Mr. Gladney joins us now from St. Louis, along with his attorney, David Brown, who witnessed the altercation. David, what happened here? I mean, let's go to Kenneth first. Kenneth, I read all the stories, read the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, listened to 97.1 FM Talk today. What happened?
Well, first, I was there to sell, flags and buttons and stuff that said, don't tread on me. And I was setting up out there, and I guess something just went through my head. I said, well, I'm just going to give them away and stuff like that. So a pastor's wife walked up to me, and she just took a liking to some of the buttons, so I started showing her some of the buttons and everything, and this guy walked up, and he said, who in the blank is selling or giving away this stuff here? And I said, sir, this is my merchandise, and would you like a flag or a button or something like that? And he said, what kind of in are you to be giving this stuff out or be
now, was
selling?
this man, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Kenneth, was this man, did he happen to be African American? I read somewhere
yes,
that he was.
Yes, he was.
Okay, and so he was a member of the SEIU, you thought, because one report I saw he was wearing some type of shirt or something that said SEIU on it.
Yes, he is one of the union members.
Okay, David, I want to go to you. I mean, this is scary stuff, but as far as I can tell, the union thugs, roughed up your client.
Well, it's been going on for 100 years in America, so I guess it's nothing new, Laura.
Well, so what are you? What's the status now? I mean, Kenneth, how are you feeling? I understand you were in the ER last night. You were overnight in the hospital.
Well, yeah, I'm still in pain, and I have headaches and stuff like that. My shoulder was bruised and my knee was bruised and stuff like that.
And this involved two men, Kenneth, came at you?
Actually, it involved 4 people.
And did they all hit you? Did they all hit you?
Yeah.
They all did. So they surrounded you.
Yeah, they surrounded me. Actually, after the first 2 guys got me on the ground, they surrounded me and started kicking me in the head and in the back.
The other side
are against this.
Chris, it's also true on the other side where you have the rallies in favor of the Obama program. That's all organized by the unions. So how is that different than industries organizing events against these policies, which I don't think is doing. I don't think it's being done by industry.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, last word for the governor, and then Stephen.
There's a big difference. The rallies that are organized on the pro-Obama side, we don't shout down other speakers. We don't yell. There's no rage. We let the discourse go on.
Stephen,
That's a big difference, Stephen.
Governor, you've never been a conservative trying to speak at an American campus and being shot down not by the students, by the faculty. It happens all the time on the left, and I think it's terrible behavior on the left and the right.
Okay, let's agree.
That's something we can all agree on.
Let's agree. It was great having you on. Thank you, Stephen Moore. Please come back, Governor Rendell. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
That's right. Not for hate speech. Make sure. Anti-racist. Our people in this country actually appreciate free speech. Good. Fine. Oh, is that not free speech right there? Oh, good. Okay, cool. Good.
No dialogue with hate. 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 No dialogue with hate.
You don't like what I have to say, so you try to like what you're doing.
It doesn't give you the right to silence his constitutional protections. All right. Right over here. Somebody smashed in the window. Really, he was completely respectful to you guys. If you're here for the event, you can stay.
Who were here for fucking democratic society? You put glass on me, you fucking asshole!
Welcome to the United States. Breaking out windows of people you don't like. Does that sound familiar in history to anybody? Crystal what?
Shut it down! No racist in our town! Shut it No racists in our town. Shut it down. 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 No racists in our town. Shut it.
Just want to make sure everybody knows that the illegal aliens and their supporters shut down this event by use of violence and